We're back with another review of a movie from two biologists. I'm Dr. Ped Danishkar, a botanist and ecologist.
I'm Dr. Kelly Zimmerman, an ecologist and entomologist.
And today we're going to review the Zootopia franchise. Hi, welcome back to the Nerdy Naturalist channel. And today we're going to talk about Zootopia. So, Kelly, what did you think?
Oh, I thought it was so cute. I really liked Zootopia 1. I kind of went in not thinking too much about it. I haven't watched a kids movie in a while, but it was very cute. It was very cute, yeah.
Yeah, I loved it too. I didn't realize I was watching a buddy cop movie when I went in,
Yeah.
but it works really well. The two leads have very good complementary personalities. I love this kind of like new world they created in this story with a lot of imagination. And of course, as biologists, we can't help to like think about everything about that.
Lots of analyzing.
Yeah, a lot of analyzing about the animals and stuff. But I did some research about like kind of the history of how this franchise came about. I grew up on Disney movies, and I've always liked the ones where animals were the featured characters. And Byron Howard, who was the original creator of this, kind of had that same love. He was a big fan of the old Robin Hood stories with the fox. Maybe that's why there's a fox in this one too.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Good throwback.
But he pitched to John Lasseter several ideas for animated films, and this is the one that ended up winning out. But I wanted to share with you some of the ideas that he pitched to see what you thought before we get to Zootopia. So the first one he pitched was an animal version of Three Musketeers.
I would watch that.
I would watch that.
I think I'd watch
sword
that,
fights, animals, yeah. All right, this one's a little more interesting. A 60s themed Mad Dr. Cat who turned children into animals.
Oh, like the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Would that translate for a Disney movie? That might be creepy.
Might be scary for kids.
Yeah. I'd watch it.
Another idea he had was a bounty hunter pug in space.
No, would not watch that. No, I don't think I like that one.
No, Boba Fett is the only bounty hunter that's allowed. But they ended up settling and agreeing on the idea of animals living in a city built by animals. And we see that kind of in the world they built, a place that really well caters to animals. In Zootopia, this sort of metropolis, there's different boroughs. And there's Savannah Central, Tundra Town, Sahara Square, and the Rainforest District.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're all like really imaginative and everything like that. There's also like little minor neighborhood that's part of the Sahara Square called Little Rodentia for all the little guys, which is great.
I loved in the first one, Little Rodentia, where there's like the chase scene, and to try not to crush anyone, and it's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. They're all it's cool how they create this world for them. Okay, so we have these four different boroughs of this metropolis. So we have Savannah Central, Tundra Town, Sahara Square, Rainforest District. What's missing?
Well, what's missing? Biome-wise?
Yeah, maybe like...
So like there's nothing underwater, right? This is all terrestrial landscapes.
All terrestrial.
There's no aquatic habitats. Are there wetlands?
There is, right? In the second one, they have Marsh Market. We see Marsh Market, which is sort of like the bayou, but...
Partial aquatics.
Yeah. They could do more. Like Sahara is sort of desert, but it's not like the Pacific Southwest desert.
Yeah, there are different desert types.
Yeah.
Was there a cold? Like
Tundra Town.
Oh, Tundra Town. Okay.
Yeah. So I think they were thinking like Alpi meets Alaska meets, because like there's like snow leopards and lynxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the Russian steppe maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't think I'm missing anything then other than aquatic.
Yeah.
Like a fully aquatic space, which may be weird for...
So there's rainforest, but there isn't like sort of the temperate forest or deciduous forest, right? So that for North America, that's a lot of our eastern part of our country.
Well, Ped here studies mangroves.
Yeah.
Were there mangroves in the bayou?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Versions of it, like a coastal ecology kind of thing.
That's
cool.
So
so I really did enjoy these movies. So we're gonna like do a little analysis of some of the biology here. Before we do, how would you score the Zootopia franchise out of 10?
Let's. I think I'd give it a solid 7.
7?
I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really liked it.
yeah. I'm 7 or 8. I liked it. I think what holds me back is like they created such a great world. And I want to see more of it.
Mm.
It's probably why
Oh,
they have their
because
little
we're
spin-off shows on
stuck as a
Disney.
city, right? Like you
Yeah,
want a more expanded
yeah. I want to
universe.
see more of it and all that. It's such a great concept of a big place. It's almost like they built a theme park basically with different areas,
Yeah.
right? But I would love to see more realization of that, which I'm sure we're going to see as the franchise expands. But okay, so let's talk about some of the biology. One thing that sort of grinds on me, and they do this in Pokemon as well, is they mischaracterize or misuse the term evolution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the first movie, they do this like cute little backstory to bring us up to current time, which is like, how is it that all these animals that are predator and prey can coexist in a society?
Yeah, very cute little play, like first scene, Zootopia 1.
Right. And so they were presenting like what is traditionally the case. There's predators seeking prey, right? Traditionally herbivores and stuff. And they say in this play, but all the animals evolved and live harmoniously together. Okay.
Evolved. Yeah, evolved. Okay.
Okay, so that terminology is a little bit problematic. Animals can certainly evolve, but they all evolve in the same way
Mm-hmm. At the
at the
same
same
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of assumes that it happens quickly. So,
Right. So
uh,
we do have convergent evolution where you'll get multiple animals all converging on a similar pattern, like wings or other adaptations, but it takes many years, and we're not talking evolution of a single animal. We're talking population level, and this is for some reason all every animal at the same time converging on what bipedalism
yes,
and not being carnivores anymore
right. So
specifically.
that's another
Like,
point. We don't
what is
know. We'll
going
talk
on
about
there?
what they eat in a second, but
Yeah.
um, yeah. So I guess they're saying to evolve in this case is to become more human-like,
Yeah.
right? So they're all like two-footed animals that wear clothes, that walk around and talk and have cell phones and all that business.
Yeah, they're anthropomorphized.
Yeah,
Is
they're
the term.
anthropomorphized, which they're saying that is the most evolved case, right?
Yeah.
And that's debatable, right?
It's a very human idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
right. So, so kind of a misuse of the term evolution. So the other thing that you kind of brought up is like, okay, so they went from carnivores that eat meat, eat other animals, and prey that eat, vegetables or plants and stuff.
Yeah.
What are they eating now? Like, this is the
Well,
thing. The only glimpse we get in the first movie is what?
ice pops.
Ice pops.
Zootopia 1, ice pops. That's
Ice
all I know.
pops.
Oh, donuts.
And donuts. So they're living happily on a diet of ice pops and donuts. We see this because,
Me too.
the cop you see at the police station who greets you is a big chunk of a chunk because he eats a
Yeah,
lot of
he's a big
donuts.
boy.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, what is it that they eat? Certainly animals can't live off a diet of ice pops and all that. We get a hint of what some may eat in the second movie.
Okay.
So when we see the characters go to Marsh Market, we see a lot of the animals feeding on fish.
So the fish have not evolved with the rest of the animals.
Yes. So Disney made the decision.
No fish.
Fish are food.
But we know from Finding Nemo, fish are not food.
Yeah, they're
Fish
friends.
are friends.
Fish
Yeah.
are friends, not food. But in this case, they're food because all the kind of the semi-aquatic marine life, marine mammals are eating fish, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting decision. This is all like, I always struggled with this with Disney movies and like who they decide to make human-like versus not.
Yeah.
Like, why does Mickey have a dog?
But
his best friend is also a dog?
Yeah.
Right? Is Goofy a dog? I don't know.
I think Goofy's a dog. It's
Yeah.
very weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, yeah.
One of the best explanations I kind of read for this was in Gregory Maguire's original Wicked. There were speaking animals, and their names were capitalized, and then there were non-speaking animals that weren't as intelligent.
Okay.
So you could have like an intelligent goat and a non-intelligent goat, and they were treated separately as two different things. But they don't really
So we have sentience and non-sentience.
Yeah, they don't really set those rules in here. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So yeah, I'm curious about those decisions and whether or not they think about these things in the development of the movie. You caught that everybody was a mammal in the first one.
Yeah, first movie I thought, where are my reptiles at?
Yeah.
Where are the lizards? Where are the snakes? Where are the turtles?
Right. And it didn't occur to me that they were only mammals until I saw a trailer and watched the second one that like essentially there was exclusion or segregation of animals.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Certainly an interesting and again, when I said in the beginning, I don't watch like a lot of children's movies. Like this is certainly not a child's theme. This is kind of an adult theme to think about segregation and where are the reptiles?
Well, okay, so right? One of the reasons they might have done this is we tend to elevate mammals as being the most evolved or supreme of others. That's debatable.
Is debatable, yeah.
Yeah.
All animals evolve to fit particular niches. They're all driven through environmental change, and I may be really good as a human at abstract thought, right? And I may be the best at that. Maybe that's the human thing. But I'm going to be pretty bad at swimming because I didn't evolve to do that. So fish, big sharks are the best at that. They're evolved in that direction. There is no best, right? It's just like how you're.
Yeah, it's based on some metric that we decide, right? Like, so one of the grand debates is like how intelligent are octopus, right?
Yes,
and so I think it's like, oh, we see them solve puzzles and
quite intelligent.
Yeah. So based on like what is essentially a human scale of intelligence, because they can problem solve, we're saying they're really intelligent.
Yeah, because they're smart like us.
Yeah. So
again, we call that anthropocentric.
Yeah, right.
Everything is focused.
So we're scaling everything, and it's like, oh, you don't think like I can, so you're not as intelligent, so you're not as evolved, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's sort of problematic, and it's sort of like a rule that's essentially ignored in most animation, right? Is we need to make these animals more endearing and more human-like so that we can tell a story. One thing that they do to animals, Disney does this very consistently, is they give all animals eyebrows.
Yeah, you're right. They do give them eyebrows.
And the reason is so that we can see emotion, human emotion in their face.
In face, yes.
Right.
Humans require a facial emotion.
Right. And where the great example where this became very clear is the live action adaptation of The Lion King.
I did not see that.
Okay, yeah. So
is that weird?
Well, it was weird because you see all these animals and you can't tell if they're happy or sad or how they're feeling.
Because there's no eyebrows?
Because they don't have any eyebrows.
Oh, that's
right.
Weird.
So the other thing is like they made a live action movie that's essentially completely animated. So it's just another animated movie, really.
Well, think about you have a dog. You had a cat. I have cats. When a little example, when I take my cat and we wrestle him and he likes it, he's purring, he's really into it, his little face never changes.
Yeah, dead stare.
So you're just looking at dead stare while you're wrestling him and he's purring. I know his hands are doing this. Just nothing going on up here. Yeah.
Right. So that's sort of an animation trick. There's been a lot of animation tricks over the years. Like I learned that Walt Disney put gloves on a lot of characters because he didn't like drawing hands.
Fair.
And gloves were hands are hard to draw. So
just ask AI how hard hands are.
Yeah, exactly. In the second movie, Gary the Snake, who's played by Ki Hee Kwan, short round, let's go, is a pit viper that has heat vision that allows him to see encoded messaging. But pit vipers don't see like that.
No. So pit vipers aren't the predator. Great classic sci-fi series Predator, where they have heat vision. They do have pits in the faces, and inside of the face there are little organs, and the organs sense heat. Lots of animals who are drawn to we call this thermotaxis. Lots of animals drawn to heat have these sensory organs. Mosquitoes have them. Pit vipers, ticks, all kinds of things. But they don't see, they just sense.
Yeah.
So it's more like you're being drawn to it. Like if I move my body this way, I can feel this part of the room is warmer. That's what they're feeling. They're not seeing it. Seeing is fun though.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, okay, so let's think about this another way. What's a way they could encode a message where
Hmm.
one species can see it and another can't? So I'm thinking maybe like UV.
UV, birds and insects see in UV. Different mammals have different sets of or different numbers of rods and cones, so they can see different colors.
Yeah,
So you could probably encode that way as well
right.
to hide it from a particular animal that maybe can't see red very well, or oh, it's the reason tigers are orange because their natural prey, deer, can't see orange very well. It just looks green. So you could encode that way as well. There's
Interesting.
all kinds of cool
Yeah, that's
tricks.
cool. That's cool. So in the second movie, they essentially say that there's these four kind of quadrants of Zootopia, and they have climate walls that
Hmm.
manages the climate, right? So
It's like air conditioning, right, in
yeah,
your
it's sort of like
house.
air conditioning. So like in order to kind of maintain these environments with some sort of like HVAC system, which is
Oh, so it's
seems kind
energy
of
intensive.
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
super energy intensive. Um, and it ultimately comes down to manipulating water, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how much water is in one versus another. And so what we need to see for it to actually be believable as a place is sort of an infrastructure
Oh my God,
drawing
a
of the water.
giant infrastructure.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think in New York City, like most people don't appreciate how they manage water in the city,
Hmm.
right? So there's a book called The World Without Us where they talk about New York City in one of the chapters. If humans were gone, and they estimate it'll only take 2 years for the city to completely collapse and disappear, simply because there would be no one managing the
Oh,
water because
right.
it's a wetland, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow,
And
2 years.
yeah,
That's
so the
faster than I
entire
was
like
expecting.
underground infrastructure would be flooded, all these
Oh.
buildings would
Hmm.
collapse and all that.
Oh,
So,
the rats would be so happy.
oh yeah, yeah, they'll be still be around, and then they'll have eyebrows, and they'll make movies about them too.
They'll wear clothes while they eat pizza.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
All right, at the end of the movie, in the post-credit scene, which I know a lot of people didn't realize there was a post-credit scene, but I've been so trained by Marvel and DC movies to stay
Me
until the
too. Yeah.
last possible thing. But they essentially hint that there's going to be birds in a
Yeah.
sequel.
I'm excited. I love birds.
So
Yeah.
let's just for the heck of it come up with a prediction of what a plot point might be, because I'm not really
Um,
sure.
I mean, flight, right? It's probably going to be based on flight. Do the birds have like a cloud city that floats? How cute would that be?
That would be cool.
That'd be neat.
And why? Well, and one would think migration would have something to do with this, right? Like maybe
Unless they're
they need a stopping
keeping,
ground, right,
oh,
over a
maybe.
migration or something
That'd be
like that.
fun. A migration plot. I also think of like the bird brain trope. Are there
Yeah.
going to be a lot of like dumb
Are
birds?
they going to
Is
be
that,
dumb? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What is there any like
Although many birds
that's
are
a
very
trope. Yeah,
intelligent.
there's a lot of
Yes.
intelligent birds, but a lot of them, well, yeah. It's funny. So I read in some commentary about Zootopia that there are a lot of stereotypes used in
Hmm.
this franchise, and the stereotypes are based on sort of animal behavior and things like that, and then also like some cultural American, like human cultural things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but like there was some kind of criticisms about like some of these stereotypes about that. So when you brought up like the tropes about birds, like I can see that being something
Yeah. That they like
they
to do.
use.
Yeah.
And then they did some like it's funny like there's like the whole thing about elephants never forget, but
Oh,
like the one elephant in
but she couldn't remember
Zootopia doesn't
anything.
remember
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. So I would love to just like put these movies in slow motion and just watch the detail in the background because I'm so focused on the characters.
Hmm.
There's so many like subtle little details, like renaming of things to like make them
Oh,
more.
yeah. There's all kinds of little Easter eggs in there, kind
Yeah,
of.
there's probably like hundreds of Easter eggs.
I wonder if there'll be like a bad guy raven or a bad guy crow, which is like another trope of
Yeah,
birds or something like
a
that.
murder of
A
crows.
murder of crows. Yeah, yeah. There's an unkindness. I think is the ravens. The term for ravens. We don't do that. Biologists just call everything a flock. We don't like.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's not really like. I mean, murder is fun though.
What do you call two crows?
An attempt.
Double homicide.
With the homicide.
Anyway, in our scientific scale, how would you rate this in a review process? Reject, major revision, minor revisions,
Major revisions probably.
major revisions. Yeah. So one of the
What-
reasons we kind of do this is like
It's fun.
it's fun, but also like it's important like for people to learn science correctly because
Yeah,
their only point of reference may be films like this.
that
So
happens. That
yeah,
happens.
right.
On my Bugs Eat Heroes podcast, my co-host Amanda has often brought things up where she thought that this was a fact and it's something she learned from like a kid's movie.
Yeah.
She's children, and I had to say, oh no, that's not really how that works.
Right,
and,
right.
and that's okay. I love that these movies exist because they get people interested. They don't have to be accurate. We're not here poo-pooing a sweet movie. But we can talk about why they're not, and that's great because it just builds on the greater foundation of what we really want young people to have,
Yeah.
which is a love of nature and a love of science.
Right. Well, from a science perspective, if I can set aside the fact that I enjoy the movies and like them,
Yeah,
we have to reject. There's no real good science in these movies, but the characters are so endearing. We love the story. The relationship between the two leads is so adorable. It actually like borders on like lovey in the second one.
I can't tell if they're best friends or if they're.
Well, they say "I love you" in the second one, so it's kind of like.
But
like loving a friend.
Way?
Yeah, so I'm wondering like where that
it's
might
like
go.
I love you, bro. Or...
Yeah. You're really important to me. You're one of the most important people. You know, that kind of thing. I do like there is a scene in the second one that I love where the two of them. One of the plot lines is that they're not really getting along like as partners. And then there's a scene at the end where they both just open up and share feelings.
Aww.
So it's like sort of like an important point to emphasize communication and letting your partners or friends know what's going on with you.
Yeah, not just your romantic partners, your friends too, right?
Yeah.
It's good to open up like that.
Right.
They're just like an adorable team.
Yeah, they are adorable. So, anyways. Well, that's all I have for this. Do you have any other thoughts about Zootopia?
I'm excited for the bird one.
Yeah, the bird one would be cool.
Pumped.
I'm also excited for a theme park if they want to build Zootopia.
Ooh, that'd be great. Ooh,
so like that I can go.
Like a Six Flags kind of situation.
Oh, actually, I forgot to mention that. In preparation for the movie, they went to their own animal kingdom and watched the animals behave. Then several of the animators went to natural history museums and looked at like.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, like taxidermic examples.
That's really cool.
The technology that they're now using to animate hair. They actually have like hair counts on all the animals.
Really?
Yeah. So like the giraffes like apparently have more than a 2 million hair count. So So they've developed software and programs to actually like animate this so that someone's not drawing every single one.
Yeah, because that would be a big pain.
Yeah. But what makes these movies effective is the hair movement because you can also see emotion in it. Yeah. And you can sense environment. So that's like really, really cool.
Well, then feathers might be really interesting.
Feathers could be really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited for
So we will review that when that comes out, probably forever from now. But anyway.
Well, we'll do something in the meantime.
Yeah. If you dig these reviews, please like and subscribe. We're going to continue to review stuff. We have a Finding Nemo review on the channel if you want to check that out.
Yep.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.